Hello again, it's your girl Dana Monet here recapping American Idol season 15, and Hollywood rounds are done. Showcase round is done. We have a top 24, and there was a couple of people that I felt should have made the top 24, and I was highly upset that didn't make it. That kind of put a damper on the rest of the show. Like that Wednesday show kind of seemed like a wash. It was completely rushed. I think that with the Hollywood week, they should have did it where last Wednesday's episode was 2 hours, so that could have combined the lines of 10 and the group rounds, and then the Thursday show could have been 2 hours, and that could have been like just, you know, the group rounds, and then Wednesday night, this night, could have been 2 hours for the final Hollywood solos, and then you know, allow a little bit more time for the showcases. Like, I don't even think they showed a lot of the showcases, but lucky for everybody, the top 24 performances, the contestants that made the top 24, their showcase performances are on Vevo, so you can check out those full performances. But unfortunately, the other people who did not make it, you cannot see those performances, which kind of sucks. So, without any further ado, I'm going to get into who's the top 24. Now, I know that they pre-taped, they're pre-taping the top 24 performances, so a group of 12 had already went earlier this week, I believe February 2nd, and then the next one is going to be taped on February 11th. So there was already results and everything like that. Again, no spoilers, please. If you know, please, no spoilers, because I do want to make predictions at the end of my recap. Thank you. So, the top 24 consists of, for the girls, Emily Brooke, Shelbie Z, Sonika Vaid, Tristan McIntosh, Stephany Negrete, Olivia Rox, Jenna Renae, Jenn Blosil, Jeneve Rose Mitchell, Avalon Young, Gianna Isabella, and Amelia Eisenhour. And for the guys, we have Manny Torres, Thomas Stringfellow, MacKenzie Bourg, Trent Harmon, CJ Johnson, Jordan Sasser, Kory Wheeler, Adam Lasher, Lejean, Dalton Rapattoni, and James VIII. Now, I do just need to point out my disgust with the fact that Jessica Cabral is not in the top 24. First of all, she was actually my favorite performance on Wednesday night, the final Hollywood solos. Out of everybody who was claiming they didn't have a voice or whatever, her voice was perfect. She looked great, and they didn't even show even a snippet of her performance in the showcase, and then they just dismissed. You're dismissed. And she had probably one of the best voices in the entire competition, and she gets eliminated. And I agree with Melinda Doolittle as she tweeted, "Show me the proof. Show me the proof." And I don't think that there's any legitimate proof. So, you know, she's gone without any real answers to that. And another person I really wanted to make it was China Sherrod, who I also didn't see her performance, but she was throwing some major shade, talking about how some other people shouldn't, you know, have made it, which in my opinion was appropriate shade, because I could probably point out at least half of these people that I feel shouldn't have made it. And Jenn Blosil and Jeneve come right up to the top of my list. Gianna Isabella, Amelia, and this is for the girls because obviously there was a lopsided amount of girls. There were 34 girls in the top 51 that performed at the showcase, and there was only 17 guys. So only 6 guys got cut at the showcase, and a whole bunch of girls got cut. And to me, I was thinking that because it was such a lopsided amount, that there were going to be significantly more girls in the top 24. I mean, it's 13 girls to 11 boys, so it's not really that big of a difference, but I was kind of thinking there would be more like 16 girls and 8 boys or something like that. Of the guys that I probably would have asked, that Thomas Stringfellow, I'm not even that crazy about Manny. Like, a girl could have took his spot and I would have been perfectly happy. His version of Master Blaster was wah, wah, wah. Jordan Sasser, yeah, nope, still not getting him. Kory Wheeler, no. Adam Lasher, who they haven't really shown him since his audition. I mean, he was okay. He did like a really interesting version of Stay by Rihanna. It was like reggae-fied and Latin. I don't know. It was an interesting arrangement, I'll just say that. And maybe James the Eighth. I'm not that sold on, but yeah, so it's some iffy people in there, and you know, that's just how it is with that top 24 stuff. So I'm gonna actually go into some of my favorites from the night. All right, so some of my favorites, and I'm only going to discuss the showcase really because that Wednesday night, like, so many people didn't have a voice, and like I said, the only person I really cared for that they showed that night was Jessica Cabral, and she didn't even make the top 24, so I'm over it. Although I did want to give an honorable mention to MacKenzie Bourg for Wednesday night and his original song. I did actually like that, so I will give a kudos to him. But I actually, the biggest surprise of who I liked the most was Avalon Young. And I've kind of liked her for the most part, but she has some iffy moments, and her final Hollywood solo wasn't that great. But her singing Chris Brown, yo, excuse me, miss, like, seriously, she's like, needs to be on the radio right now. Like, her voice and her vibe and her style is so like this cool, like, pop R&B type of deal. And it's like, I really, really like her voice. It's not the strongest voice or anything like that, but you know, if she does what she wants to do and sings the songs that she wants to do, she typically does a really good job. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on Avalon, and I liked how her hair was straight and she had the hat on. Like, I'm okay with that look. Like, that's cool. I'm good with that. So do that, honey. Also, Jenna Renae, that flat on the floor with my head down low. That might be like my new favorite Carrie Underwood song, let me tell you, because she was going for it, and I have to appreciate that. I love her tone. That like strong, like low, like husky tone that she was doing was perfection. So I definitely really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed LaPortia Renee mostly for the end, because she was kind of full throttle throughout, and then she said at the end, the house of the rising sun, like she pulled it back because she was like, and all that stuff, and then, you know, pulled it back at the end. But I do have to say, Miss LaPortia, that performance sounded vaguely familiar. It sounded a lot like Kimberly Nicole from The Voice Season 8's performance of House of the Rising Sun, which is kind of untouchable. It was like eerily similar, like things that she was doing. I mean, she changed little things here and there. So this is the second time she's done a performance vaguely similar to Kimberly Nicole. Obviously, she watched that season of The Voice. I don't blame you. I would try to copy Kimberly Nicole if I could, because she's amazing. So I would just kind of be like, okay, let's get away from the Kimberly Nicole songbook from The Voice, and let's just do something different. But absolutely, LaPortia needs to be there. So yeah, those were my favorites. I will give an honorable mention to CJ Johnson, because I haven't really talked about him like that. I haven't really been feeling him. I didn't even really like remember him that much. And then I saw him perform. The Wednesday performance was manic and crazy, but I saw him perform in the showcase, and I actually really like his voice. He has this husky tone to his voice. It's like this rock edge. So I'm kind of feeling him, and I still do like MacKenzie. I think that MacKenzie, if there's going to be a guy that wins, I guess I'm the most okay with MacKenzie or Trent winning. And Trent is actually kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, because I don't know if he still has mono or whatever, but just the facial expressions, and I just kind of need to see him like maybe just sit on a stool and just like sing a ballad and just like pour his heart out, and, you know, not do, like, he could have did that with the Tiny Dancer song, but just not all of the extraness. So yeah, Dalton sang In Sync, which was an interesting choice. A lot of these guys are really kind of manic. A lot of people online are calling them like male divas and stuff, and I actually would agree with that. I thought that it was really interesting that Gianna Isabella sang I Still Believe by Brenda K. Starr, who's her mom, song remade by Mariah Carey. Like, clever. Yeah. So, enough about that. That's about it about what happened this week. Some of my favorites didn't make the top 24. Some of them did. Some people shouldn't have been in the top 24. I'll get over it. Now on to the future, what's going to be happening next week. So it's going to be the first showing of the top 12. So the first group of the top 12 are performing this coming week, and then the second group are performing the following week. Now, as I mentioned before, these have already been taped, and results have already been revealed for that first group, and the judges are picking, which I absolutely hate because I don't like all the people that they put in the top 24. So if they do stupid shit, I'm going to be pissed the hell off. I really, really am. So just so you know who's performing on that first top 12 is Emily Brooke, Sonika Vaid, Stephany Negrete, LaPortia Renee, Jenna Renae, Jeneve Rose Mitchell, Avalon Young, Gianna Isabella, MacKenzie Bourg, and Jordan Sasser and James VIII. So the judges are going to be eliminating 5 people. And of those people, let me see, Emily, Sonika, Stephany, she might have to go. Gianna probably is going to have to go. Jordan Sasser is going to have to go. And James VIII is going to have to go. So who's that? Stephany, Gianna, Jordan, and James. And then the last one... I don't know. That's gonna be kind of hard, that last one, because if I had to pick, if it was up to me, I would actually probably pick Emily to go, but I don't think that she's gonna go. So that's who I would pick out of the rest that's there. On the second night, it's the remaining people. So Shelbie Z, Tristan McIntosh, Olivia Rox, Jenn Blosil, Jeneve. Jeneve is the 5th person I would send home on the first group. Sorry. Stephany, Jeneve, Gianna, Jordan, and James VIII. They all can go home. On the second night, let me see. All right. And on the next week's show, the top 12, it's going to be Shelbie Z, Tristan McIntosh, Olivia Rox, Jenn Blosil, Amelia Eisenhour, Manny Torres, Thomas Stringfellow, Trent Harmon, CJ Johnson, Kory Wheeler, Adam Lasher, Lejean, and Dalton Rapattoni. And again, the judges are eliminating 5. So then we'll end up having a top 14. And then the judges will put through 8 people, and America will vote on the final 2 as a wild card to make it. And I think all of this is stupid, and we should just be voting in the top 24. But out of the people who I think should be eliminated in the second group, you see, not Shelbie, not Tristan, not Olivia. Jenn, she can go home. Amelia can go home. Let me see here. Maybe Manny, Thomas, Kory, Adam. Either one of those 3 can really go. So yeah, it's certain people that have to be in there, and you know, we discovered those people, so we'll see how it all pans out. The best part about it will probably be the Idol mentors. So Idol alumni will be coming back. And who will be mentoring the first night is going to be Ruben Studdard, Fantasia, Scotty McCreery, Lauren Elena, Caleb Johnson, and Nick Fradiani. And the mentors for the second group are going to be Constantine Morales, Chris Daughtry, Kelly Pickler, Jordan Sparks, David Cook, and Haley Reinhart. So really, really excited about the Idol alumni coming back. Not excited about it being only the judge's decision as far as who's making it to the top 10. Most of it will be the judge's choice. So not happy about that. But hopefully we'll get some great performances, because I haven't really seen a lot of great performances thus far because so many people have been sick. So I'm just hoping for the best and hope it's a good final season of American Idol, that we're finally, you know, in the live rounds or close to it. So until next time, see ya. Bye.